Okay, so today is December 27th, and the topic of today's reading from the book Affirmations for the Inner Child by Raquel Lerner is structure. I provide my inner child with structure. A pair of swallows returns every year to the cubbyhole in the eaves of my porch. They make thousands of trips to build a mud nest for the anticipated arrival of their young. They share in the foundations of their future. In my family, it was hard to build a foundation for the future. Fear of past failures inhibited the energy needed to look forward. Like the shallows that make many trips to make their nest, I will allow myself many attempts and learn to be patient. My inner child will learn structure as I build my foundation. I will consult trusted friends for their ideas. I will not be ashamed if I cannot do it all by myself. With care and persistence, I will build the foundation for my future, one block at a time. So, well, yes, that is basically the reading of today, which invites us also to plan ahead, right? And, well, basically, this planning ahead requires a little bit of thought, right? Because it depends on your goals in life. Of course, foundations is a word that typically is referred for buildings, right? For structures, for houses, basically, right? And well, that is a difficult thing to do, right? Not everyone, not everyone is able to build a house. And I don't meaning with this in a physical way, but more in a metaphorical way, right? But even more difficult, not everyone is able to maintain a house. Again, not in the physical way, but in the metaphorical way, or perhaps in the sense of a home, right? What does it take for someone to keep a home, right? And home involves people, right? That is basically a little bit basically difference, or at least a sense of comfort in where everybody that is present feel comfortable. That's something again that not everybody can do, right? So that planning in which the reading is saying, right? I mean, requires to know and understand what are those things that are required for people to build that house or that home in any case. That home, if you want to fill it up with people that you can trust, that you can feel comfortable about around, etc. So it requires planning because, and planning is a word that involves time. Again, I'm going to repeat it all, most of the time, which exists, right? Time exists. What doesn't exist is, or what is relative, is the measurement of time. And time itself is relative in any case. But that doesn't mean that time doesn't exist. And again, when we are talking about planning, it requires time. It requires looking ahead, right? It requires looking forward to the events that you want to happen, and that is difficult, right? That it requires not only structure but a little bit of strategy, in particular when you're dealing with human issues, right? And that's a very difficult thing to do. I don't know how to do it. I'm a very bad person to do that. Most people say, or some people would say, that I have a very bad human attitudes. I'm not sure. Probably I do. It depends on who you talk to. One is not a gold coin so as to be liked by everyone, right? Uh, so it's complicated, right? It's complicated. It's a complex thing, right? So not everybody can have that goal in mind, right? One might have already thought of saying, well, I'm gonna take that away from me, right? I'm gonna forget that I want that in life. In the end, I don't want that in my life. That is too complicated. And some people might say that it's not that I don't want that in my life, but the planning that it requires and the things that you need to require to build that foundation, for example, in the current state of the situation or situations in the world, that is impossible, or that's just not into what I would consider uh, moral or ethic, right? Or the things that I'm required to do are not some things that I want to do. No matter if I still do want a place to live comfortably and calmly and around people that I like, which is something that people would say, well, I would like that to happen in my life, right? Because I want some sort of when that structure gives you a little bit of feeling of well of how do you call that steadiness, right? Calmness, right? Because we achieve for that. Although the world is not like that, and we must learn to live in a variant world, right, with ups and downs. People like smooth things, right? And most people would like for things to be smooth, calm, relaxed. Again, although the world is not like that. And that foundation, that being in your home, gives you the notion, or at least the false idea, because it might be a false idea, of that, of having a calm, relaxed, easy situation, which again, most people don't have. It's a luxury, and it's also a luxury, right? And one has to say that it's a luxury. Well, in any case, that is the reading of today, which invites us to plan ahead, to realize that time exists, and to build upon that, upon the things that one starts to, right, to put a little bit of ground, so to build something better. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, leave any comments below, subscribe to the channel, share it through social media, and as always, if Providence allows it, we will meet each other in a different day.